Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, we're going to talk about kids' content on YouTube again because it is still a major issue that's being discussed. If you're not familiar with the fallout, what's happened, the FTC has decided to start strictly enforcing a 1998 obsolete law about childhood privacy. The end result of this is going to be no more targeted ads for kids. That means that the rate that creators are going to get paid for that kind of content is going to drop. This is an issue because that kind of content is expensive to make. If you look at the most popular kids' YouTube channels, there's a lot of visual effects, there's a lot of sound effects, there's a lot of travel and shooting on location, there is a lot of unboxing of toys. All of this stuff costs money. Now, the panic that happened, the FTC has released another clarification. And yeah, go read it yourself. If you have one of those elements that they said could mean that your content is kid directed, they're not talking about you. They don't care about you. They care about content aimed at kids. Does that mean the law is good? No, of course not. It needs to go away. And the fact is, if the major kid content creators decided tomorrow that they were going to give a civics lesson to their viewers and say, hey, it's Blippy, and this is how the American government works. And if you don't get your parents to get involved in this process, I'm going to go away. You need to tell your parents to call your rep or your senator and get rid of this law. That could happen. Probably not going to, though. When it comes to the government, a lot of people have succumbed to learned helplessness, where they just don't think they can do anything. These creators, when you add up the major creators, you were talking about millions upon millions of subscribers. They can influence change, but they're probably not going to, which means a lot of them are probably going to go off the air. Now, I know this sounds weird, but what that means is that right now is the time to start a kids content YouTube channel. They're going to go off the air because their format requires a lot of money. If you come up with a low overhead method of developing kids content, you're still going to make money. YouTube is a profit-driven machine. They will find a way to make money off of your content, which means you'll get a cut. Is it going to be the same rates that people were making last year? No. But if your kids' content was Storytime Hour, teaching children with stories that have morals, you could probably make some money because you don't need a lot of overhead to do it. Think more Mr. Rogers instead of cartoons. More importantly, the reason I'm talking about it on this channel is because this is a vehicle for societal change. It could be done. If you have that appearance or that voice that would appeal to children, you want to get involved, this is something you can do. Not just will you be able to do it, it'll be self-sustaining, and it can have a massive impact. If you get an audience of children and you're discussing themes about bettering the world, buried in stories, man, you will be looking 7 generations ahead. You will be shaping the world with a YouTube channel. It can be done. And if you're worried about coming up with content, understand if you're doing something like this, feel free to straight up rip off my content. I don't care. I literally do not care. You are more than welcome to do it. If you can find a way to reframe the content on this channel and make it kid-friendly, I fully support that. If I didn't look the way I do and sound the way I do, I would be doing it. I think for those people that want a vehicle for societal change, the driver's door just opened. The driver's door just opened. All you got to do is climb in and start driving. You can really get somewhere with this, because for a lot of the people that are out there today that have antiquated views, they're in large part, they're being raised by content like this. can literally raise the children that don't have the influence from the parents they need. This is something that should really be looked at. If this is something that you're interested in, if you have this kind of background and you can do this, and you can find a way to appeal to children without the massive expenditures, not just do I think you'll make money, I think you can create a better world with a camera and a YouTube channel. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.